Hey guys, welcome back. I am in the process of making homemade croissants and homemade pizza. I'm not able to get out of my garden because it's been a frost the last several days. I cannot wait for spring. I'm sure there's so many of you that are also on that same path for spring. Woohoo! But all I'm doing right now is just mixing up all the ingredients, getting it to the right texture and consistency. It ended up being a fail because I didn't add enough flour. I should have added at least 4 cups, maybe 4 1/4, 4.5 cups, but I did not add enough flour in order to absorb all of that butter, which I used an Irish, I think it's called Kerrygold butter for this type of croissant. So once I get all of the ingredients in and mix it up really well, I'm going to let it rest for a little bit, and then I'm going to work on the pizza dough as well. I am going to also add in some butter into the croissant dough. That helps to get it that flaky, buttery type of taste, but then there's also going to be a whole bunch more steps. This takes us about a day and a half to 2 days to complete fully, and then once that's incorporated, I'm going to do everything else. There's our pizza dough. I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. Since it is done rising, I think it was in there for maybe an hour. We just wait until it's double in size, roll it out the best we can. And I have to say, this is probably one of the best pizzas I had. So we did fail on the croissants, but the pizza was awesome. And I think the big part was because I've never cooked my pizza at such high temperatures, but I made sure this time that I rolled out the dough fairly thin. I think it was probably less than 1/4 of an inch around the center area, but we know whenever you see pizza dough, it's thick because it's already gotten fluffy, it's risen, it's, done all the stuff that you need to do for it. But we rolled it out nice and thin. And it's funny because I'm going to call this the crater pizza because the edges weren't actually pinched down that well. That's my daughter. She's helping me. We do this kind of a lot of these types of projects together as a family because it's just a lot of fun. We start cracking up and just having a lot of fun in the kitchen together. And we kind of pressed it in, but not as hard as we normally do. But we were hungry. We were tired from making the croissants because it takes so long to make them. And we added in the sauces that we like and the amount of cheese and bacon and toppings we like to add, which is it's very simple. We don't add a lot of variety to our pizzas. It's very basic. Just the tomato sauce, pepperoni, bacon, and cheese. That's all we typically do. Sometimes I'll add herbs and things in the sauce, or maybe I'll brush the edge with butter, which I forgot to do, but it still came out really good, and the crust was soft. Everything was cooked really nice, and it came out pretty amazing compared to some of the other homemade pizzas we've done in the past, which are all pretty good, but this is probably one of my favorites. So hopefully we can make it again and remember what we did to recreate it. After I'd add on all the pizza sauce, like I said, I'm going to add on some pepperoni and mozzarella cheese. I do have to be kind of picky about how I put the sauce on because one kid doesn't like a lot of sauce, one kid's like more sauce, one kid doesn't like a lot of cheese, one kid does. I don't know. Maybe I should just make them separate pizzas, but that's not how we roll. We're all just going to enjoy it together as is. Before I go and add in some music and y'all can just watch, laugh, and relax, see if you can spot my accident with the croissants. It's very clear, especially when they come out of the oven. Let me know if you spot it. Hey guys, did you find my mistakes? Let me know.